Alright guys, this has got to be put in before the beginning of this video, just as a disclaimer, because I tried my best to, update people on the story arc, what was going on in Naruto, what the conflicts were, what was going on, who were the main players, and practically I tried to fit so much of story in such a small proportion of time, so you're gonna have to give me a break if, I missay a couple things, if I get some information wrong, because I'll probably do a follow-up on this, because, I just love Naruto, and it really can't be summed up in a span of 9 to 10 minutes. So hopefully, if you guys like it, I'll probably post more. That'd be cool. But guys, enjoy the commentary. It should be pretty goddamn interesting. Alright guys, it's my first Thursday for Anime Thursdays, and we're gonna be starting off with one of the biggest, baddest mainstream media animes that you'll probably ever see on TV or you'll probably ever hear about, and that's gonna be Naruto. Mainly focusing on Naruto Shippuden, because this is the more current version of Naruto on, and I'm not even going to talk the gameplay, but all I say, this is old gameplay. This is the newly nerfed striker, or AA12, and it's a complete piece of shit, but it's still fucking fun as hell. But it's probably the worst shotgun, but no more talk about the gameplay, because it's pretty good. I won't disappoint you guys, but it's time to get back to the anime, because that's what you guys came here for. And Naruto Shippuden, or just formerly known as Naruto, was created by Masashi Kishimoto, and it's been adapted to many US and American TV. I mean, like, Cartoon Network started airing it, as well as Disney XD, and I think they're starting to slow their pace down. I don't think they air Naruto anymore, but Disney XD is still doing Shippuden rarely. But because the like and dislike for Naruto has been debatable depending on the American viewer. Despite that, it's still a badass storyline, because there's two kinds of anime out there. Actually, there's three kinds of anime out there that I've noticed. There's one that is completely they do more talking about the storyline than they actually do fighting, which is Naruto. But there's no problem with that at all. And second, there's anime like Bleach, which I'll discuss next week, which is more so fighting than storyline, because if you guys haven't noticed, the Bleach storyline has sort of ended, but it's sort of starting back up, because Tite Kubo is attempting to start a new arc or series with the Bleach series. But back to Naruto, this will have spoilers, but practically what is happening right now, if you guys have not caught up, is there's not an internal struggle. That makes no sense whatsoever. There's an external struggle always between the good and bad people, but the bad people was actually an organization with I don't know, I forgot, maybe 9 members, but that doesn't make sense because they fight in pairs. I don't know, I want to say 9 members, 8 members, but pretty much they are called the Akatsuki. You can see them, they have the red clouds on their cloaks, and practically what they're trying to do is they're trying to capture these sort of Jinchuruki, which is in turn like a tailed beast fused with the person to hold that tailed beast. I know it's kind of confusing if you have never watched Naruto, but this is mainly for the people who have or somehow know a good deal about it, so hopefully you guys won't be confused. So pretty much 9 tailed beasts are this massive reservoirs of energy, who were originally one giant tailed beast, which was a 10-tailed beast, which was split apart by the path of 6 ages. I can never get that phrase right, but he was split apart, and now the Katsuki want to use their power, or specifically Toby wants to use their power to project the Mangekyo Sharingan, or I forgot which form of the Sharingan, but he wants to project the Sharingan onto the moon using the power of the tailed beast and pretty much just control the world. And inevitably, he's also going to combine all the tailed beasts into one, the original 10-tailed beast, and pretty much just go ham on everything, and put into control what his demonic version of peace is. But on the good side, we have every other ninja nation in the known Naruto universe, because right now there's a great war going on, and Naruto the main protagonist is fighting alongside with his fellow comrades, the Leaf, mainly the Leaf, Sand, every other village that I can't seem to think of. But it turns out that there are only two Jinchurikis left, which are B and Killer B and Naruto, and they are the key players here because there are two of the most powerful ninjas in the army, and the Akatsuki, which now have only, I believe, 2 to 3 members left, which would be Toby, the mask guy, and is White Zetsu, I think, because Black Zetsu's dead, or vice versa. That I can't really remember, and Hidan, I think, is his name, who's technically not dead, but he's sort of just fading away, because apparently Hidan couldn't die from battle wounds, but he could die from nutrition issues. But I don't know if that's apparent, because when Kabuto, who is apparently recruited, oh, by the way, I didn't see this guy. I looked over here. I guess he was hiding behind, I couldn't see him behind that wall when I looked, but whatever. But apparently Kabuto, who revived many dead strong shinobi or ninja using the Imperial World Resurrection technique, has now created a sort of dead army who is pretty much invulnerable unless they're sealed. And that's pretty much where it picks off here, because right now the whole Shinobi Army is fighting as one whole against one common enemy, which is intern Toby, who claims he is Madara, to have the name Madara, who is the founder of the Uchiha clan, even though Kabuto already used Imperial World Resurrection Jutsu on Madara. And practically what that means is that either Toby is lying, is just using that name as a sort of power position, or he's practically, maybe he split his body into two people using the body splitting technique that I can't remember. But practically, that leaves Naruto, B, and all the strong shinobi just to fight off Madara Uchiha, who is currently fighting all the Kages right now. Mizukage, Tsuchikage, Hokage. They're just trying to hold off who is probably one of the strongest shinobi you'll ever see, which is Madara Uchiha. And he's just going to work on them. I mean, definitely he should have the strong lead here. He should win, but there's just will of fire burning in all the Kages, and they really do believe that they can win. So hopefully they can win, pull out the clutch victory. But despite that, Naruto has able to finally co-sync with Kurama, and Kurama is Naruto's tailed beast, is in the 9 tailed beasts, while B has 8, and he's finally to in turn sync with the 9 tailed beast, which he has gained newfound powers, newfound abilities. He's able to make a sort of I want to say hologram. It's not really a hologram, but he's able to reform the Kyuubi Kurama, and in turn control Kurama. So now they are working as a team, kicking ass, taking names, and practically what that sums things up to is that there's finally the final fight, but the key role here is how. Well, first it initially be, who is Toby? Who is this masked character who is just destroying, who is just starting this war, who is just destroying everything? Who is he? Part 2 would be, how do you defeat him? Because there is no point of knowing his name. You can't defeat him, because apparently there is a weakness to the Imperial World Resurrection, or that's what Masashi Kishimoto is foreshadowing, but there doesn't seem to be an answer yet at this point in the manga, so it's really debatable on what could happen. No one really knows except Kishimoto himself, but there seems to be a weakness in that, and there better be a weakness in Madara too, as well as Toby, because right now this is probably the final battle. I mean, there's also sub-conflicts. I mean, the ongoing spar between Sasuke and Naruto, and Sasuke and Itachi, because Itachi just in the very last manga, Itachi sort of confronted Sasuke about his, his moral ethics and what he's doing, the reason why he, wanted to attack Konoha, even though Itachi sort of gave him like a blunt explanation of what he was doing wrong. But that wasn't the big issue there. The fact is that Sasuke now has a distraught sort of standing perception of Konoha and who his allies and who his enemies are. So now it's mainly it's an internal conflict between Sasuke and Sasuke, an internal conflict between Naruto and Naruto, and an external between Tobi, Akatsuki, what's left of Akatsuki, Kabuto, versus the whole Ninja Nation, who's probably gonna go fucking ham, and I just can't wait. No one can know what's going on. You just have to read the next manga.